Our next guest is workside Dwayne Johnson, Tom Cruise, Cookie Monster, you name it. He has a new show called Cross. It premieres November 14th on Prime Video. Please welcome Aldis Hodge. I know you play a superhero from time to time, but you look like a superhero.
You know, I got to keep it up, man. I'm trying.
How are you doing?
I'm fantastic.
It's good to meet you in the flesh. Last time we were over Zoom because of COVID, yes.
Exactly. So
and you have a whole body and everything. You know, you thought it was just
I'm
a head.
actually a real person. I didn't know if you knew that before, but yeah, I'm a whole human being.
You have a daughter, right? Is that correct?
I do have a daughter, man.
What's your deal with Halloween? Do you have to dress up?
I dress up for work every day.
Okay.
But with Halloween, you know, I'm actually enjoying the holiday now more because my daughter really loves it.
Right, yeah.
She's all into it. She wants to dress up.
She's how old?
She's almost 3.
Almost 3, okay.
Yeah, running my house.
What's she going as this year?
So she's obsessed with Spider-Man. She calls him spider webs. She should be dressing up as Hawkman.
Yeah, you would think, sure.
I'm not going to be in my feelings about it, but she wants to be spider webs. That's who she is.
And so you will put her in the full Spider-Man outfit?
Oh, she's going to get done up in the whole thing, man.
Will she go trick-or-treating and whatnot?
So, well, I would like to take her trick-or-treating. I'm on a very heavy schedule right now, so she and Mom are going to go to Paris, where the other side of the family is. They're going to go trick-or-treating out there.
Oh, wow. What do they give kids in Paris? Cigarettes? What do they hand out?
No, I think it's butter and baguettes, but, you know, I think that's how they get down with it out there.
What was your favorite Halloween candy as a kid?
So the thing is, like, we went trick-or-treating, but we were never really allowed to get all up in the candy, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, why? Your mom didn't
Look,
healthy?
Teeth, you know, and also it was a little dangerous back in the day. You know, I grew up in Jersey, all right? So, but, you know, I was always an entrepreneur, so I got my hustle on. I couldn't get at my candy, so I just took my candy to school and I started, you know, slanging, you know what I'm saying, Snickers, Twix. You were
Skittles. Selling it to the other children?
Absolutely, but I had to pay rent.
How much did you get for, like, let's say, a snack-sized Snickers bar?
Here's the thing. Back in the day, I didn't have a real great approximation of money, so I was like, you get a Twix bar for 25 cents, you get the Snickers, the premium for 50 cents. If you want to talk Skittles, like the whole bag, now we talking about 75, 80 cents, you know what I mean?
It seems right.
Some real lunch money.
Yeah,
so,
that seems...
you know what I mean?
As a kid, you were an actor, right?
Yeah. I've been in this business for 35 years.
35 years. Yeah. You started out, you go to auditions, your mom will take you and your brother to auditions, and then I heard you did stand-up comedy as a kid.
I did.
How old were you when
I was 11 years old? And then I used to host a room at the Improv from 13 to about 17, 18 years old.
Now, I know kids who drive at 11 years old, but but doing stand-up, so were you doing your own jokes or were you writing jokes?
Well, I didn't start writing until 13. When I was 11, I used to just go into the crowd and just improv a whole set. Because the thing is, I had a lot of social anxiety. I wasn't aware of this, but I thought that I didn't like people. What it was I was just having an early onset midlife crisis. And you got, you know, you either go to therapy or you go to stand-up.
Someone suggested that to you.
You know. Oh. Yeah, but no, it actually was great for me because it was a way for me to break my fear of engaging people and find confidence, you know, because if I'm on stage and I got the mic, oh, it's my room.
Right.
Okay, it's going to go how I say it's going to go today. But it gave me a great deal of self-assurance, self-awareness, and strength. And, you know, it's something that I cherish because it's pushed me into where I am today.
Were there other kids, or were you the only one?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I would host a show, have about 10, 12, 15 kids. And as the host, you get up, you know, you do your set, but then you got to keep the crowd warm in the middle of the sets. Because I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you something about grown folks and adults. It don't matter if you the cutest little 12-year-old button cute kid in the world. If you ain't funny, they gonna let you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, adults are cold. Boy, they're cold-blooded.
The coldest, yeah.
The coldest.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but yeah, you just had to keep them warm in between sets. But it gave me a great sense of figuring out how to manage things on the fly. And obviously, I mean, in life, that's a great skill set, but on the job, on set, it is instrumental.
And now you are a detective, Alex Cross. You're the James Paterson novel. Who else has played Alex Cross? I know Tyler Perry played Cross, and Morgan Freeman, right?
You mean the voice of God?
Yes, God himself.
The voice of God, yes.
Played, yes, God and the cross. It makes sense, yeah. So you're doing this. Like, did you talk to either of those guys about this beforehand?
No. But the craziest thing about Mr. Freeman is that, you know, it's sort of like came full circle. I have the honor of being able to work with him back in, I think it was 2018, on a film called Brian Banks.
Oh.
And I remember back then I was nervous, you know, to work with. He's a legend in the game. Come on,
Sure.
This is Mr. Freeman. And our director, Tom Shadyac, he came over, you know, because him and Morgan, they worked together before. And Morgan leaned over to him, whispered something in his ear after watching me work for a little bit. And then Tom came over to me. He's like, hey, I want to tell you something. I'm thinking, like, I'm in trouble. Like, God dang, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Freeman's like, he, you know, get it together. But he said, Morgan leaned over to me and he said, that kid, he's got it. And when I heard that, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm just real emotional. I shed a thug tear. I'm not afraid. Yeah. I honestly
Did Morgan see you shed the tear?
Well, I ain't gonna let him see me cry. Come on now, Jim. But, you know, it meant a lot to me because I'm sitting there, I'm trying my best. I wanna make sure I'm doing good.
Of course it meant a lot to you.
Somebody like that to just say, oh, no, yeah, he got it. You know, it's just affirmation and reassurance to let me know that I ain't crazy. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
You may also be crazy, but you're a really good actor, I think is what he's saying.
This is actually true because
Yes.
I did stand-up. You gotta be crazy to do stand-up.
Yes, and
Insane.
yeah, well, you know what? You have great teeth. Your mother did the right thing with the candy. And congratulations. This is a big show. I know that it hasn't even started airing yet. They've already picked it up for season 2. It's called Cross. It premieres November 14th on Prime Video. Aldis, Hodge, everybody. We'll be back.